I'm a bag of nerves. Are you a bag of nerves? I'm a bag of nerves.
I'm not actually. I will be. Let's not kid ourselves. But that Atalanta game, I've never been calmed down by a football match. Literally, like it was medicinal. I've had a bad month since Villa, Virgil, and these little shitty 1-0s we've been getting. These games.
There hasn't even been any 1-0s, and yet here you are.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
One goalers. I don't mean one. Yeah, you know. And they've done nothing for me. I've been delighted, absolutely, like they're the best thing that's ever happened on 90 when the referees confirmed our crappy little win over West Ham or Sheffield or Ajax or whatever. But Atalanta was like, we're properly back. I don't know if I'm deluding myself because I needed it, but fucking hell, that was a weight off, that one.
So you're not nervous?
No. Do you know what? I suddenly thought, I think they needed that. And I think it'll... I think City have got more to be nervous about. I think they haven't...
Well, they can't lose, but I'm still nervous for us, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to get beat heavily or anything like that. I'm like, it's massive.
I don't like big games as a rule. I just don't, because they're not to be looked forward to in the sense that you could get beat. In fact, it's increasingly likely you're going to get beat in a big game compared to a shit game. But I'm quite okay about this one. I actually don't think if we lose, it's the end of the world. I wouldn't want to be tonked 7-2, I must admit. Again, I'm not down with that.
Fuck that. We won't get tonked. I don't think we get tonked. I'm with you, Robin, that, you know, that I thought the performance midweek was brilliant. It's a real lift as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of the football was brilliant. Obviously, we're all raving now about Jota. I still think Bobby's got a performance in him, and was, you know, he's got 5 goals against City. He likes City, you know, and we had that match where it was sort of the start of the real Klopp football, where we went there and him and Coutinho were linking up, and
AKA one of the best nights of your life.
Yeah, that was fucking superb. That game, it was absolutely brilliant, that performance, and we played them off the park. And I don't know, it feels like we're due one against them because we've lost the last 3 there, haven't we? I don't know. I fancy us.
I do.
I kind of think City are weird as well. I don't know. They've lost the lustre a little bit. There's something about them mentally that isn't right that I can't quite put my finger on. I know they've still got good players and you shouldn't be daft about it and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. There's just something that hangs around Man City that feels not right these days.
I think we're right to be confident, and Robbie used the way that I alluded to sort of to get up for, to look into Tuesday too much. I don't think, that's the kind of performance that turns heads, not just amongst Liverpool fans, but I think all around.
Pins Europe back by its ears.
Do you know what I mean? I think you imagine there's Madrid fans, in Spain going, what Liverpool did there, they're meant to be decent then. Didn't they get to the quarterfinals last year? Yeah, Liverpool have just gone there and rolled them. And so I think it was that sort of statement performance, really, that only happens 2 or 3 times in a season, and you can't expect it all the time. And I'm just hoping it's we're talking about a great week. That's for me. As soon as we did that, I was like, remember when we beat Real Madrid 4-0 and then did Villa 5-0? That's the first thing.
And United 4-1 was the same rule.
Yeah. Great week. There's nothing like a great week, is there?
I think we're on for one, Rob.
Would you
to be honest with you, I think we're sort of feeling like that's possible. And like Gareth, I'm just, you don't want to jinx them, but City they're not looking quite right, and that's not to say that they can't turn it round and have a good second half to the season and end up with a trophy or 2. But they look, they're not quite right. That takes a while to change. That they don't just get like a great performance sort of out of nowhere, really. So I think they'll be more worried than we are. But a bit of nerves is fine, isn't it? It's a big game. So it's natural, and there's a lot riding on it, isn't it? So you got to have a few.
So I've got the lot riding on a thing. Right, in my head, if we beat City, we win the next 2 leagues. I don't want to put too much pressure on it, but in my head, if we beat City, we win the next 2 leagues. That's why I'm dead nervous. I honestly think with Liverpool 3 in a row, if we beat City, and I'm aware that I sound like an absolute fucking madman.
No, it's the most pure Neil thing I'll see today. You love a big shout, and it's a great as big shouts go. I like a big that.
As a man who coined biggest game for the decade.
Yeah, biggest game in our history. Juno and I used to have Yeah, at any given moment during that 30-year run, the next game was the biggest game in our history because it was the one that would lead you to the title because it would begat the next 20 straight wins. Who knew that day would actually come? How many straight wins did we get in the end last season? It was ridiculous amount. We equalled the record. 18, 19?
I think we got 7 and then we got 19. So 7 drew with United, 19.
No, but the literal longest run ever. I think we matched City. I think that's the
19, yeah.
Which is still nuts when you think about it. But I...
So my theory, I'll put it all. So my thing is that City, if we do City, then the thing that you've just said, like the transition stuff, takes longer for them because if we beat them, they're then that many points back. Doubts around Guardiola, a long slog of a season, and City, the only team who I think could genuinely live with us this season if we got more than 85, 86 points. Only City can match us. So then it becomes, all right, what happens next? Then, do Tottenham kick on? I don't sort of feel like, I almost feel like this season's now or never for Tottenham. All the, like, Kane's a certain age, Bale's back, I think it's now or never. So if we fall short this season, there's a chance Tottenham could get in our wake. So then the only one I'm worried about is Chelsea. United are fucked. That sounds.
Yeah.
So the one I'm worried about is Chelsea. And then if Chelsea got a creditable, solid third place finish, it actually becomes hard for them to sack Lampard and get someone in who really knows what to do and who could get near us. So there's a chance that City haven't got Guardiola next year, not least because the Reds have done him again and broken him into smithereens. We've run away with one. We get two with the first one. We get the second one over the line. The third one, everyone's still a bit of a mess. But basically, we need to beat City Sunday. I'm just one fella.